Hello everybody and welcome back to Let's Play Aurora 4X C# 2.1. So, first things first, I'm an idiot. So, if we head to SciCity real quick here, the big thing to be noted here is that SciCity A2 is not eligible for orbital mining in reality, as evidenced by the lack of an E here when I click on OM eligible. It is also not a gas giant, so thorium harvesters do not do anything. So what I'm going to do, to save us some time, is one, I'm going to teleport these guys back to Earth, just so that they're not just sitting here doing nothing. I'm not going to get rid of them, because we will need them in the future at some point, but as of right now, yeah, they're not doing anything useful. Second thing we need to do is we need to go and actually colonize this planet, because sadly, as a result of it not being orbital mining eligible and being not a gas giant, the only way to get access to the resources on it is to actually colonize it. Yay! So, we're going to grab up a whole bunch of infrastructure on Earth. We're going to ship it to SciCity. We're going to unload all of that infrastructure. We're going to head back to Earth, and we are going to repeat this 5 times. In the meantime, Earth is going to spend some time building a bunch more infrastructure, because we need a shit ton of it. Let's say 10,000. We also need a ton more mines, because we do not actually have that many mines out and about. So I'm going to say, also queue up 1,000 mines. Once we have finished moving the infrastructure, we will begin colonization. Unless the AI decides to do it for us, which it very well might. But let me get my timer started, and we can pick up where we left off. And of course, for some reason, I don't know what it is with you, but when I tell you to go back somewhere for after you refuel, for some reason you don't. I don't know why. We have finished fully exploiting the ruins on Alpha Centauri A2. Now, it should be noted, this was not building those tankers was not a complete waste of time, because I do need them. Mars. I want you to refuel there. Then, I forgot to give you guys something, didn't I? What are you missing? Oh yes, of course, you are missing your refueling system, because somehow I forgot to give you guys that. I don't know why. Same as with the fuel harvesters. I don't know why I forgot to give you that. I really don't. Let's unlock the design. Give you that. And then I need to find a way to remove 500. Well, approximately 500 tons from you. which I don't think I can actually do. Well, at least it won't be exactly 500. Actually, that's a bit large, because you're supposed to be 45. There we go. Lock you guys up. And let's try that again. And I want you to cycle that until Mars no longer has fuel on it. Because Mars doesn't have a need for fuel. But yeah, so that's what I get for not paying attention to certain information that the game can provide if you ask it to provide you with said information. So, check and make sure you guys are doing your job. Yeah, you're done. And we have encountered another alien in Syseti. It's the Raiders again, and we did lose another one of our STOs there, because of course we did. Still not really getting any particularly useful information out of this, but hey, it's another wreckage for us to go and check out. Let's go and take care of that. Is it actually a new one? It's a, yes, it's same old design. It's not actually a new. Holy shites. Okay. Turns out they have they sent quite a bit of stuff out now, including actually new ship classes that we had not previously encountered. So we have the Charug, which we don't know anything about. We have the Tekka, which current contact on 2 of those. Hey, salvage fleet, I just gave you those orders? Yeah, forget those. And we're going to go ahead and, even though admittedly they will be late to arrive if they do end up arriving at all, let's set up a waypoint for this, and we will say 40 kilometers out. That's admittedly probably a little bit closer than I would like, but it's good enough for right now. No, that should be good enough, because they're not going to have sensors that are significantly better than ours. Or at least they shouldn't. And our sensors are 39, well, yeah, 40 kilometers, we'll just say, round up, because they're so damn close. So that's good enough. Shit. We lost 5 more of our STOs. And they have landed on Syseti. So I guess we'll see how well the garrisons do at actually defending the planet. I do not expect them to be particularly great. And I think that's all of our STOs there. No, not quite. Not quite. But they ain't doing so hot either. Lost 3 more. Also, technically, we should have had an election. So let's go ahead and correct that real quick. Keep pressing the wrong buttons. Okay. And it looks like Naval Leader has finally won. The Navy has... Well, the militarist faction has finally won an election. So now, Haytham Markov is the new leader. Satisha Erickson will not be rerunning in the future. Game, of course, recalculated this stuff after I made those changes. We will ignore them. Haytham Markov is the new leader. More Lucifers. Yep, they got no STOs anymore. Which means I have no idea what's going on. Excuse me, I have no idea what's going on there. And we get this giant clusterfuck of stuff that is basically impossible to read. But I think the general consensus is that Psi Ceti B1 has been lost. And that would be the correct assessment. See, 4th Garrison Regiment Infantry. Attack report versus Elite Infantry shots 1,352, 136 hits, 33 armor penetrated, 33 destroyed. More infantry, AT teams not doing anything. Or excuse me, A teams not really doing anything. AT teams not really doing much either. Let's see. It's taken 15 hits, 15 penetrated, 15 units lost. Yeah. That is a, clusterfuck of, troops. So they have anti-tank teams. We do have information on these guys now, at least, so that's always nice. So, anti-tank team. They have an armor strength of 15. How does that compare to our infantry? Well, we have an armor of 8. Them having 15 would seem to... Well, actually, ours are also... Yes, our armor has updated now, so technically speaking, our light armor is even better now if I were to actually redesign our infantry, which is probably not a bad idea going forward. Because, yeah, armor of 8, not that great. Now I get armor of 12 with just light infantry armor. or 18 if I increase them to powered infantry, or 24 if I go to heavy powered. But yes, they're somewhere between our current light infantry and our powered infantry. They're probably just using older powered infantry if I had to make a guess. Hit point value of 10, which is, just infantry, I'm pretty sure. I don't think... Oh no, that's definitely not just infantry, because our current infantry also has hit points of 8. They go up to 12 now. Their elite infantry has 20, so those are probably using heavy-powered infantry, maybe a slightly older version of it, if I had to make a guess. It's possible they just have very advanced powered infantry. That's a possibility. I don't know for certain on that. I don't have any information regarding their infantry HQ. Their resupply infantry is not that great. It's mostly these guys. Yeah. Where is the first fleet? Or Carrier Strike Group 1. It is still ever so slowly making its way out. I am going to, however, be changing their location. Oh, they already arrived there. Wow, that was actually significantly faster than I expected. Okay. Okay. Let's detach you. I'm going to send you to here. I want you to follow it at... What are your sensors? 26 million range. So I'm going to tell you to go for 10 million. Oops, that is missing 1 0. Follow SciSeti B1 from 10 million kilometers away. So, as we already knew, they have taken that over. We will be taking it back as soon as we can. We do need to re-put down the colony. Okay, and there are... Well, there's the Techna. We did lose sight of it, however, which is very annoying to say the least. Make sure that you're... Yep, okay. I'm going to tell the observer to move a little bit closer. Let's say 5 million kilometers. Because I want it to at least give me eyes on whatever the hell is out there. It's far enough out that it should not get attacked. Something is moving off. We don't have enough information to say with certainty. But I kind of think the Charugs are probably troop transports. The Yaks here are are smaller vessels. So they're sending out one of the Tekkas and Yaks, along with one of the Charugs. But they're keeping a Yak here and a Charug here. There should be another Tekka here, presumably. Now, there are two possibilities here. They might have really good, cloaking tech, which is decreasing their active sensor signature. I do not actually recall how big these guys actually are. I don't think we know that information exactly. We just know what their active sensor signature is. I'm going to have the fleet. Well, excuse me, these guys are going to divert. They're going to make a move on the ones that are leaving. Yes, that works fine. Hopefully they stay on passives. Did I forget to change one of your guys' orders? I thought I told everybody to switch. I gave you a different order, apparently. Okay, what the hell is it here? You're going for Charug 2. No. Charug 2, thank you. All of you Charug 2. Okay, they should now be within sensor range for me to issue the order there. Assign that to fleet. I'm going to have you go for the Tekka, assign to fleet. And you are going to go for the Yayak, assigned to fleet. I'm going to tell you guys to open fire at will. Well, open fire all. Assign to fleet again so that the entire fleet gets the orders. Fire. I know that they're outside of range, game. I know. I mean, our weapons range is only 10k with these railguns. They're not that great. But it's kind of a pain to, put good long-range railguns on a fighter, because it's not really what they're intended for. We took a shot. Did they survive? Did they not get destroyed? Oh, it looks like they were not destroyed. At least not yet. But their engine was, so they're a sitting duck. Another shot. They seem kind of slow firing, potentially. We did lose that ship. And there we go. We made contact. We're going to pull this up to sea. So, attack report, 27 hits on the Charug 2, 27 armor hits. Did not penetrate the armor. So this thing has decent armor on it, it seems. As for the Yaek 2, 29 hits, 20 armor hits, 9 penetrated. We lost 2 of our fighters in exchange. Charug 2, again, 24 hits. Yaek 2, 30 hits, 7 armor hits, 23 penetrating. Here we go. Charug 2, 21 hits, 21 armor hits. Techna 6, 32 hits, 32 armor hits. Still have not destroyed it, though the Yaek looks like it's dead in the water out there. Who do I have attacking the Yaek? Because you need to turn around on your orders. Still not able to quite punch through the armor of the Charug 2. But the Yaek has been destroyed. Wonderful. More hits on the Techna. Penetrating hits on the Techna, but still not quite able to punch through it. The Techna has been destroyed. Now we can focus fire on the Charug. Finally got a penetration. That thing has ludicrous levels of armor on it, clearly. Also, how's the fuel doing on our observer? Do I need to swap it out yet? No, it's 98% fuel still, because obviously when you're not moving, you don't use fuel. So as long as I don't need it to move, it's able to sit there basically indefinitely. 1 penetrating hit, 2 penetrating hits, 4 penetrating hits, 11 penetrating hits, 16 penetrating hits, 30 penetrating hits, 34. Target destroyed. Okay. So we lost a fair few fighters in that whole exchange. Looks like what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 fighters in exchange for 3 ships that are vastly larger than it. Vastly larger. Most of those losses seem to have been on VF1. We're going to go ahead and, as you guys, you're all doing fine on fuel. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to tell VF1 to head back. You're gonna chill. Back on the carrier. You've took more than enough damage. As for VF2 and VF3, they're going to head out. They're going to go for the Yaek. Although I do not believe the Yaek was the one that gave us the most trouble. I think it was the... Well, actually, no. Okay, now we have better information. So active sensor signature of the Yik is that it is about 25 tons smaller than the Tekka. Also, the observed speed for it is significantly lower, but I think that's because it was escorting the Chayeg, which is a slow troop transport, I want to say. Which would make sense based off the commercial type, or excuse me, the engine type being commercial, and again, just the fact that it was so damn slow. It's massive. 57,000 some odd active signature strength, or active sensor signature. It says maximum armor penetration of 2. I don't believe it has any weapons on it. Although it didn't seem to fire on us at all, so I don't think it has any weapons on it itself, unless we disabled those very quickly. Which is a possibility. Oh, game's complaining because I still have these guys set for this. When they don't currently have any targets that they can engage. You Tekka assigned fleet, open fire fleet. No, excuse me, Tekka assigned fleet. Thank you. You Yaek assigned fleet, fleet open fire. They have 23,000 tons of troops on the ground there. Which looks like in theory it's smaller than ours. Not that that means much. Tekka and Yaek have been destroyed very quickly. Wonderful. We did lose a fighter in exchange, but nonetheless, now we can just focus fire on the Charog. Although it looks like some of our guys might have actually lost their weapons. So that's a thing. And it looks like it's trying to run away. Yeah, it's trying to run away. Don't let it escape. 30 armor hits, 30 more armor hits, 30 more armor hits, 30 more armor hits. Jesus Christ, this thing has ludicrous fucking armor on it. While we're, letting all this happen, Expeditionary Strike Group 1, Earth, load up. First Corps Command, whoops. Forgot to tell you to load all subunits too. Thank you very much. 1 penetrating hit, no penetrating hits, 3 penetrating hits, 2 penetrating hits, 5 penetrating hits. Yeah, got it. Yeah, okay. All over the place. Is this thing like spinning in circles so we're not able to just focus fire on the same spot or something? Because it seems to have no weapons. You guys literally should just be sitting right behind it, staying at a constant angle of attack, and at a constant speed and distance, and just plinking at the same spot. So unless the thing is spinning in circles, or the aim on these railguns is so bad, you should be hitting more or less the same spot fairly consistently. Target destroyed, wonderful. You all head back, ceasefire fleet, ceasefire fleet. Okay, and yeah, so that was a couple, or that was one extra fighter. So it looks like 8 fighters in total for significantly more tonnage. So, you know, that worked out fine for us. Survey fleet, because those guys did not appear to have any STOs of their own, I think it's safe to say you can come out here and check out the wreckages. Oh, yeah, you also head back here. Are you still loading them up? Yes, you seem to be. How much longer on that, out of curiosity, if you... Oh, the tankers should be done. Game. There's no more fuel there. The tankers should have stopped when there was no more fuel to grab. I'd have thought, but evidently I'm an idiot. And that is not how your orders function. So go to Earth, refuel and resupply. Thank you. Okay, Expeditionary Strike Group 1 has finished. Head out here. You to unload all your troops. Tanker 1 is finished. Go to Alpha Centauri. Load. Oh, god damn it. Earth. Transfer fuel to colonies. Why did you guys completely refuel? There was no reason for you to completely refuel. Head back to Sol. Transfer fuel to colonies. Cycle. No, game, I want to go to Siceti, thank you. And I don't need to be showing that stuff off anymore. Also, I think I might have forgotten to tell you guys to turn off your active sensors. And I'm going to have to do that one by one. Because you're in a squadron, and the way that stuff works does not apply that automatically to... Or, well, when you're landed and not detached, I cannot tell you to turn off your active sensors as a group. I can only tell you to do it individually. And I'm not going to tell you guys to relaunch just to turn them off. Bit of an annoyance, but it's not that bad. Also, in theory, some of you guys should have gotten medals. For, that. Yes, Sita Viseria got a medal for the destruction. Well, technically she should have gotten 2. One for the destruction of Tech 006 and Charog 001. Anybody else? I mean, yes, obviously other people should have gotten medals as well, but needing to find you in this very long list of lieutenant commanders because they changed something with version 2.0 where rather than the game trying to keep a ratio of commanders, both naval and ground, although they use different ratios. In the case of naval, if I recall correctly, I think it was basically 1 for every 2 at the rank below. So, for example, there would be 1 commander for every 2 lieutenant commanders, 1 captain for every 2 commanders, etc., etc. I believe it was a 1-to-3 ratio for ground. They did away with that, and instead the game just relies entirely on auto-promoting people to the required positions. So as a result, in this game, you will have now a massive amount of lieutenant commanders and majors. In our case, those are their ranks. You can choose to choose different rank themes, but in our case, that's the ranks being used. That are just kind of sitting there because they're not needing to be promoted to fill a higher rank. Yeah. I personally find that slightly annoying, and I really would prefer to go back to just using the system where you would promote people at a certain ratio. That way, I don't have this very weird bottom-heavy force, all because there's not a position necessarily for them to fill higher up. Okay, there's the expedition guys. They're slow getting out here. Then again, they're the older version of the transports, which only move at 2,500 kilometers a second. The new ones are 32. I really should go ahead and actually tell the game to retool all these shipyards for the newer versions. I kind of sort of forgot to do that. So let's go ahead and do that now. The Alamo. Technically, the Alamo is a commercial vessel, but as far as I'm concerned, it's military. That's why it's using the military naming convention for refits. Bunch of medals handed out for years of service. There's the expeditionary troops arriving. And now they wait 8 hours to be dropped off. Or excuse me, actually, I think that's 8 days. No, that is in fact 8 hours. No, excuse me, days, yes. Yeah, no, that's 8 days. God damn, that takes forever. Okay, they have all landed. Hopefully these guys will be capable of winning here. We'll find out in a little bit. So, events. Game, come on. Your thing is crap when it comes to that. So let's scroll up. I really wish there was a nicer way to do this. Here we go. Ground attack summary. 150 elite infantry, 8 anti-tank teams. Yep, that's all been lost. It's not surprising it's only 100 people, yeah. Like I said, I fully expect that our original army designs are not that great. They still have something like 1,800 elite infantry. And 90 anti-tank teams. Going by our estimates. Another attack. Okay, error range 67%. We seem to have probably dealt with all of their resupply infantry, so all we have is, the actual infantry. We might win this, but it's gonna be, like, just straight up. Oh, no, yeah, no, you guys aren't winning that. You lost that. That's not surprising. Again, our current designs are shit. For lack of a better way to describe it. That's why we're going to be completely redesigning that later. But we need to pick up some more troops. To try again. Okay. You finished your orders? You got plenty of fuel? Go ahead and keep exploring. We got a tech download for cloaking efficiency. Wonderful. Salvage fleet. Unload all ship components. Unload all minerals. Once you're done. Epsilon Indy, wonderful, don't really care. Take me back to Sliceti. Yeah, those expeditionary, or those troop transports are way too slow for my liking. And I think one of my issues is that I don't have cargo. Yeah, I don't have cargo shuttle bays, so they have very long load times. So I'm gonna need to correct that for future editions of those. But for now, it's fine. Doesn't really matter too much. Dump points into that. Oh, what do we got here in terms of stuff? We're gonna hold on to our stuff. Magnetic mirror fusion reactors. If I recall correctly, that's older tech, isn't it not? Yeah, magnetic mirror is older, so we are going to disassemble those. Commercial ion drives. Scrap one, see if we get anything. Oh, whoops, I'm an idiot. I keep forgetting. Disassemble is research, scrap is materials. I don't know why I keep forgetting that. But Earth, hey, yeah, so... Oof, damn, you're gonna use up all that corundium to get these mines. That's fine. We'll live. We got, actually not nearly as much corundium as I thought. Hey, yeah, so, game. Looks like we need to go to EQ Pegasus if we want to get tons of corundium, because apparently I have completely missed the memo that we do not have ludicrous amounts of corundium anywhere. I thought we did. But evidently, I'm incorrect on that. Hide comets, I don't care for colonizing them, game. They're not worth it generally, in my opinion. 96 Leonis, where's that? Way out there. But that's a nice planet. It's got 50 million corundium, but with crap availability. Corbomite. I believe there's supposed to be something for searching. Here we go. Show me. Could have sworn there was supposed to be an option also for filtering. Yeah, I could have sworn there was supposed to be an option for filtering. For specific materials, I thought. Could have sworn there was, but apparently I am misremembering. Let's look at here for like the optimal planets for colonizing. So EQ Pegasi B1 has 5 million corundium. Iota Ursa Majoris 2 has 2 million corundium. Where is that one? That is way the hell out there. Yes, also it needs to be something that's colonizable and exclude gas giants. So 96 Leonis has ludicrous amounts of corundium. Bernard Star has corbomite. Corundium and Epsilon Indy, but that's also way the hell out here. Yep. Lalande, which is relatively close, has 7 million with good availability. It's a Vesuvian planet, however. Is it orbital mining eligible? The answer is no, so I would have to use God, that is going to be such a crappy planet to colonize. I'm going to have to treat it like Venus, but unlike Venus, I don't have the ability to just mass driver this stuff to Earth. So I'm going to need to build automated mines to get the corundium on the Lande to be able to bring it to Earth to build more mines. Because yes, corundium is used for both normal mines and automated mines. So we're going to need to completely rejig Earth's current construction order. To be build me a ton of automated mines so that I can tell you to ship them to the Lande so that you can get me more corundium. Fun. So, I'm going to do just 200 for now. That's fine. We're going to create a colony here. Do I happen to have some automated mines? I should still have some, if I recall correctly, here on Earth. Unless they finally got around to shipping those. And they finally got around to shipping those, because of course they did. We got a couple on Alpha Centauri. Anywhere else that has tons of corundium? Well, Psi City B1 does, and that's one of the reasons why we colonized it. So let's go and say again, create a colony here. We need to get our hands on that. Oh, we got inactive labs on Earth. I didn't realize that. Did I finish researching something a couple turns back that I just failed to realize? Yes. I think I got distracted by the corundium crisis. Or, well, the potential corundium crisis coming up. Let's go ahead and get some better sensors. Because why not? The expedition should be done, or close to it now. Yes. Okay, we got the better active sensors. Let's get fighter production up. Gonna need that. And you know what? Yeah, go ahead and get the... Let's go ahead and do the research on that. Game. Why is Expeditionary Strike Group not doing anything? Did they not pick up the troops? Looks like they did not pick up the troops. I don't know why they didn't pick up the troops. I don't know how long they've just been sitting there. But they've apparently been just sitting there for a while, because for some reason they didn't pick up the troops. And I don't know why. Does Alpha Centauri still have the fuel? Because, no, it doesn't. I'm going to need to bring the tugs out to get the tanker fleet back to Earth. Unless they're... fuel efficient enough to get there themselves. And not quite. No, you do. You're just not cycling. Okay, game. I need to double check the design here on these tankers because I've noticed that they're not. They're not supposed to carry, you know, straight up full loads of fuel. They're really not. I don't know why they keep refueling to maximum. But for some reason they are. Despite the fact that oh, game. Well, no, I guess technically you are, yes, supposed to fuel up to max, but it makes, like, no sense in this scenario. Transfer the fuel to the colony back. Thank you very much, because you don't need all that fuel. We're going to do a 30-day jump to get the expeditionary group going. But it looks like they won't be arriving there till next time, because for some reason they sat on this side of the jump point for ages doing nothing, because for some reason they just decided to not move, and the game, I don't think, ever gave me a notification that they decided to just not move. Well, since we're replacing these guys in their entirety anyway right now, let's go ahead and look into getting ourselves some brand new infantry. Because we need it anyway. Just need to figure out if I want to give them the powered infantry armor or not. I'm kind of inclined to say yes. Let's also get the AT teams as well. Of course, the AA guys aren't really doing anything right now. And that's crew served as well for the MG team. That is a decent-ish improvement in protection. Still not the greatest, but it is better. In fact, actually, if we look at this, so they... Theoretically, if I really wanted to just sort of make our guys impenetrable to their stuff right now, because it looks like they have a penetration of 15, I would go with the powered infantry armor. And you know what? That's what I'm going to do. I know I just gave you guys some orders on this stuff, but delete that tech. We're redoing this. We are going to go with the powered infantry armor across the board here. It's a bit more expensive. But in theory, it means that you guys will be able to survive a hit, and they'll need a second hit to be able to pen you. I'll take care of the rest of this off screen. So I will see you all next time, where we will finish designing at least the unit classes, but not necessarily updating our formation templates. We'll see about that. But until next time, goodbye and farewell.